couple of things before we get into the video. First of all, if you guys could hit the like button if you end up enjoying this video, that would be awesome. Also, if you are subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the notification bell so you are notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'm also trying to grow a vlog channel, so if you guys are interested in that, there will be a link in the top right-hand corner of your screen right now, as well as a link in the description and at the end of this video. If you could go over there, show some support, like the videos there, subscribe, I would appreciate that. Anyways, enjoy the video. What's up, people of YouTube? This is Will here, bringing you guys another video to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the best gold camos in the Call of Duty series. I'm going to rank all of the gold camos for every single Call of Duty game from least to greatest in my own personal opinion. So let's go ahead and let's hop into the video. Real quick disclaimer about all of the videos that I used for this video. None of that gameplay is mine. It is all other YouTubers, other content creators. The links to their videos will be in the description of this one. I do not own the rights to any of their videos. I just simply took them from YouTube and decided to use them. So keep that in mind. So starting off here at number 11, because I do have 11 camos. There are 11 different Call of Duty games that had gold camos. I think there might have been like another one in there that's just kind of off, but for the most part, I think I have all of the games that have gold camo. But at number 11, we have Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare's gold camo, to me, is the worst gold camo in the entire Call of Duty franchise because it looks more brown than anything. It was like a rusty color, kind of rusty brown color. It wasn't like it wasn't super bad, you know, because they're all gold camo, so they're all relatively nice. But as far as all of the other games, Infinite Warfare was definitely the worst. It had this weird brownish, rusty color, especially in like the menus when you're looking at it. In game, it didn't look quite as bad, but still not very good in my opinion. They just kind of like took a camo and then put gold over top of it, but the gold wasn't like as shiny as I would like it to be. You'll kind of see the trend throughout the video here that I do appreciate the shinier gold camos, and I like it when it's accented with other things. This camo just did not do that for me. At number 10, we have Call of Duty Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts camo is almost as bad as Infinite Warfare. The only thing that makes it a little bit better is the fact that it did feel like its own camo. It didn't feel like it was a copy and pasted camo, as well as the fact that it did have a little bit more of a shine to it. It stood out a little bit more. It wasn't quite as bland and boring as the Infinite Warfare camo, but it still didn't really do what I wanted it to. It almost seemed like they just painted the gun gold instead of the gun being made of gold. Instead of it being gold plated, it just felt like they painted it gold. And I don't know, it seemed cheap and not as high quality as some of the previous games at this point in the franchise. Not a huge fan of it. I definitely think they could have done better. I don't know, I guess I just hold the gold camo to such a high standard that it's hard to really meet that need for me. You're going to notice once we get to the end of this that there's only like 3 gold camos that I truly like. So maybe I'm just picky. So next up here at number 9, we have Call of Duty World War II. So Call of Duty World War II's gold camo, the reason why it's as low on the list as it is, because I feel like some people will not agree with me on this one, is because I don't like how the paint is all chipped up and messed up all the time. And it's the worst paint as far as it being chipped out of any Call of Duty game that I can see, honestly. But it does get points because it was accented well. It looked very well detailed on the guns, as well as it wasn't just like painted over the entire gun. It was accented really well with the other colors on the guns and the other materials used to make the weapon. So that in and of itself does give it points. That's why it's ranked higher than IW as well as Ghosts. It also looks nice and shiny where it isn't completely torn up, so I had to give it points for that as well. So that is why it comes in at number 9 on my list. Next up here, we have at number 8, we have Advanced Warfare. Now, Advanced Warfare, the reason it's where it's at on the list is because it did have really good accents with the weapons. I liked how they matched the black with the gold on most of the guns. It meshed really well. It was nice and shiny. There was some wear and tear on some of the guns, like the AK-12 did have some wear on it, and I didn't like that about the gold camo. I've just never really liked that. If I work really hard for a gold camo, I want it to look clean, and that's kind of the whole point of it. But some of the guns did have wear and tear. The camo didn't stand out a lot, but it still did look nice the way that they put it on the gun. So just simply because the wear and tear wasn't quite as bad as COD World War II's, I did have to put it higher on the list, and they did do the matching it well with other materials on the weapon, so that in and of itself ranked it higher too. So Advanced Warfare coming in there at number 8. Let me know what you guys think down below. Coming in at number 7, I'm going to have to ask you guys to take off your rose-tinted glasses here and bear with me because we have the COD 4 Gold Deagle. Now, COD 4, I believe, only had gold on the Deagle as well as the AK-47, and while they did look good for the time, I do have to give it props because it did look really good for the time. Even now, I feel like it still holds up as a good gold camo. It was only on 2 weapons, and I feel like it did struggle with some of the other issues that I had mentioned earlier, where it just kind of seems cheap, like they just painted it on there. It's not really like part of the weapon. But as far as the overall color, the shine, all of that, it does look really good, and it does hold up as being a solid gold camo. It's just only on 2 guns, and it's just not real. It doesn't really, it's not as prevalent to me as the other games. It doesn't stand out quite as much as the other games when it's the gold camo. This was the start of that, so I have to acknowledge the fact that there wasn't as much work put into the camo. That's why it falls at number 7 for me. I know some people are probably going to be upset about that. I am sorry, but that's just all it does for me. It doesn't stand out significantly. It's just a good starting ground for gold camo. At number 6, we have the Modern Warfare 3 Gold Camo. And from here moving forward is where we're really going to struggle, because most of these camos on up, I do enjoy for the most part. My only complaint about the Modern Warfare 3 Gold Camo is that it feels very cheap. Yet again, it just feels like they kind of painted the camo on there. It doesn't feel gold plated. It doesn't feel quite as high quality. I will give it extreme props though, because the camo is very shiny. I remember when I used to play Modern Warfare 3 on the PlayStation 3 back in the day, I remember it being very dull looking and not quite so shiny, and I don't know if there's color correction in the videos and pictures that I looked up, or I don't know if it was because I was using the red, yellow, and white cables back in the day. I wasn't using an HDMI cord, so things just didn't look as good. The Modern Warfare 3 Gold Camo does deserve some respect. It just, again, it struggles with the looking very cheap and fake issue that a lot of the previous games had. So Modern Warfare 3 coming in at number 6. At number 5, we have the Gold Camo from Black Ops 3. This camo does have a decent shine to it. It looked very good for the time period, nice and modern. It was flashy, yet it still did a really good job of combining with the other accents on the gun. And the camo wasn't super worn, so it wasn't chipped away or anything like that. It was also a good predecessor to what the Diamond Camo and then the Dark Matter Camo ended up being. So this camo ranks at number 5 because it's not the most flashy and standout camo out of the other gold camos on this list, but it does check pretty much all the boxes for me as far as a good gold camo goes. At number 4, we have the gold camo from Black Ops 4. Now, this gold camo I feel like is almost a copy and paste of what was done in Black Ops 3 as far as the gold camo goes. I mean, it's literally all the same requirements. It looks clean, it works well with the other colors on the weapon. It's not chipped, it doesn't look cheap and painted on, but it has one slight leg up on the Black Ops 3 camo, and that is the fact that you can, 1, inspect it, and 2, it has the reactive camos that kind of flow through it as you get kills. I really liked that with this camo. With this game as a whole, I did like the reactive camos that would happen to your gun as you were getting kills. So that does give it a leg up over the Black Ops 3 camo, but honestly, they're pretty much even. It was really hard to pick between those two, but it does fall in at my number 4 spot. Number 3, I know that this one is probably taking a lot of people by surprise, but I have the Modern Warfare 2019 Gold Camo. I feel like this camo does look really bad on certain weapons, but I also feel like it looks amazing on other weapons. The M4, for instance, looks really good. The ability to switch out your attachments and kind of customize it, you know, a little bit there also adds to the appeal of the gold camo. I like the fact that there are blueprints that you can put the gold camo on, and sometimes it makes it look incredible. So I had to put the Modern Warfare Gold Camo kind of high on this list. Despite everything else that I don't like about Modern Warfare, I feel like some of the camos, some of the stuff that they had with the blueprints and the guns overall were really, really great. And I can't hate on that just because I don't like the core game. So Modern Warfare Gold Camo at number 3 for me overall in all of Call of Duty history. At number 2, we have the Black Ops 2 Gold Camo. So if anybody's been watching my channel for a long time, you probably know that I love Black Ops 2. It is my all-time favorite Call of Duty. I really, really like the Diamond Camo. Like, that's a whole nother conversation. but the gold camo in Black Ops 2 is very clean to me. I feel like it is the closest predecessor to the #1 spot, which we will get to in a moment. It looks really good. The gold matches well with the black accents on the gun. It's not all torn up. It is nice and shiny. It does appeal well. Honestly, looking at the Modern Warfare gold camo, it's kind of a toss-up for me. I could have put the Modern Warfare gold camo at #2 and this one at #3. They're very, very close competitors, but I feel like maybe it's my nostalgia a little bit, but I feel like the Black Ops 2 gold camo just ranks a little bit higher to me than the Modern Warfare camo. It just, I don't know, it just feels better when you use it. It feels like you did more of a thing, kind of, with this camo than it does the Modern Warfare camo, and it just, overall, it looks great. It looks really, really good. I don't remember ever having anybody complain about the gold camo from Black Ops 2. I would say the gold camo from Black Ops 2 looks good across all of the weapons, whereas the gold from Modern Warfare only looks good on a particular set of weapons. Coming in at the #1 spot, we have the Black Ops 1 Gold Camo. This is by far the best looking camo in Call of Duty history when it comes to gold, because they did such a good job of blending the black accents on the weapons as well as making the camo itself really, really shiny. It stood out and it wasn't all destroyed and chipped up. It felt like you earned a thing with that gold camo. I really, really enjoyed this gold camo. I still remember to this day the way that the gold AK-47 looked in Black Ops 1, and I just hope and pray that we can get something this good again in Call of Duty. This new Call of Duty that's about to release is supposedly going to be the reboot to the Black Ops 1 series, kind of similar to what Modern Warfare was, and I'm hoping that they bring their camo game along with it. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more content. Give me some ideas of top 10s that you would like to see down there in the comments as well. Anyways, guys, deuces.